I'm going to briefly take you through how to make a TLNA module on Google Classroom. First of all, you need to sign into your Google account. Mine is tutor.ncampbell, yours will be tutor. Your first initial and surname. So log in, and you need to go up to the drive here. So you have Google Drive here, and you need to go straight to Team Drives. In Team Drives you will have access to Draft TLNA course. It will look slightly different to my screen, but Draft TLNA course is the one you want. So double click onto there, and you can see you have a folder TLNA course. Ignore these ones, these are the ones that are being adapted and edited most recently, and it gets a bit confusing trying to see them on there. So go straight into the TLNA course folder, double click. You can change the layout of these by clicking on this here. I prefer it in this list view, so I'll do it in the list view for this training session. You can see here we have the planning documents of how we planned the training, what to do. We've got the scheme of work there, which you've all seen, and we have the TLNA and design training, so you can see which modules are allocated to you. So you've got what we covered in the training session all here, so you can remind yourself. We've got the links to the useful websites as well. Okay, and you can borrow from the existing TLNA course. Excuse me, you should all have access to that, but if not, we can sort it out. So that's that document. Up here, just watch how many tabs you have open, because it can get quite confusing. So if you're finished with the document, just close it down. Okay, so we're back to the drive. You have the module folders here. So the one that we're going to look at first is the AnyGoal module template. So you can have a look at that one and see what the modules are supposed to look like. So we have the AnyGoal card module here, and we have the templates of the quizzes as well. So they've all got a before you begin quiz and an end of module check quiz as well. So if you double click into the presentation, you can see the layout. It's very much like PowerPoint. So you'll always have a title slide and then the objectives for the course. So these are going to be what the learner will achieve by the end of these modules. So your before and after quizzes should relate specifically to these objectives. I'm hoping I'm calling it that right word after all the debate we had, but I'll go with objectives for this training session. We want no more than 3 here if possible. So title and objectives, and then we have the pre-quiz, the quiz to do so they find out what they know already, and then we have the activities. So each slide should be no longer than a minute ideally, and we want no more than 15 slides. So if you look approximately 1 minute per slide, then you should be on the right track. So this one has 3 learner activities. This would obviously be populated with something more exciting than just some text. You could have quizzes, and you can go off to Prezzies and that kind of thing as well, with links. So these are just very, very basic examples at the moment. And then an end quiz as well. So these links you would get from your Google form, which I will show you in a moment. You can put all your relevant pictures in here as well. And then the final one will always be where next. So excuse me, where can they get support? Is it from their manager, from their peers, from websites, whatever it might be for whatever the topic. So we'll close that one down, and we'll just have a look at the template. We'll just have a look at the end of module check. So the end of module check will be more open questions, whereas the pre-check would be more multi-choice questions. So this one's quite open at the end, but there's some multi-choice as well. So I think this is just a template that I copied to both beginning and end. So you can have what you like, but generally there'd be multi-choice at the start and then slightly more open questions at the end. If you want to get the link to share this, if you want to add new questions then you've got this menu here, and you can replace the image here with what's relevant to you. To share this or to preview it, you can go up here. Don't change any of the colour palettes because we're keeping the colours the same. Go up to send, get a link here, shorten the URL because it's far too long, and then you can copy that. So do copy, and then you would go back to your presentation template when you get it, and you will pop that in here. So you'll have your template and you'll pop that link in there. So we'll just close those again, just cancel that one for now, and I'll just go back to this main menu. So to navigate through, you've got these pathways here, so we're just going to go back up to TLNA course to bring us back to the main modules. Keep your drafts in here, so you've all got a folder. So if we take Angelina's for example, she's got nothing in there, but what we'll do is now show you how to copy folders into your draft folder. So in the template, you've got the template of the Google form and the template of the presentation. So you can select them all, right click, make a copy, and I'm actually going to put these in for you, Angelina, because it'll just make life easier. So when you've got your 3 copies, it sometimes takes a little minute, so you sometimes think you haven't done anything, so just give it a second if it's being a bit slow. So highlight those 3, the copies, do a right click, and then move those. You'll find that we're at the end of the pathway here, so we have to go backwards and go into draft. You have to click on this little arrow here, go into the folder that you want, again back on the arrow. It's empty, so we'll do move here, and then we should find that Angelina's now got those copies. So you can see here they've moved. So I'm just going to go back up to TLNA, back into draft, into Angelina, and there's all the copies. So you can just do copy, copy, copy all the way down, so you've got enough for the modules that you need. We'll just go back up to TLNA. When you've finished, you pop them into completed TLNA modules, and then we can find them all there. We've got a YouTube video folder, so if you're making a video and you want to upload it to YouTube, then the final result can go in here so that they're all together. I'm not going to cover that in this video because it'll be far too long, but that's the basics of it. I hope that helps you. There's nothing else to show you on there. Nope. But any questions, just give me or Lizette a shout and we'll do our best to help you. Hopefully it will make sense for you. Alright, if you're in any doubt and you just can't get into G Suite, make your things on PowerPoint and then we can always copy them across. It's not the end of the world, but hopefully you'll get to grips with this and find it okay.